Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement. From the coaches to the players, to us here, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all of sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Ja Morant, he's out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Embiid, and it's Durant, and it's Davis in at the 4.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And for me, this is always one of the best weeks of the year. So much fun for everyone involved. Fans, players, coaches. What a blast.
Yeah, the NBA knows how to throw a party in celebrating its game. There's no doubt about that. And All-Star Week is one great show after another.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Young. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
Now here's Davis over Giannis. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Not a lot in the way of defense here tonight, but that's about the norm.
Yep, this game is always going to be about offense, about entertaining these fans as much as possible.
Tatum against KD. Tatum. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
No good there with the step-back J. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the East. Outside, Antetokounmpo. The 3 from Tatum. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Tatum's got 5 now.
Tatum aggressively looking for his shot now, preparing before the pass arrives.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, that kind of be pretty typical in this event. Second half may be a different story, but the first half, it's pretty soft.
You know, I tell you what, you can make a case he's the best player in the league. Davis is really the total package, both ends of the floor, and he continues to get better.
Now, here's Mitchell. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And the layup's good off the glass.
Not much in the way of defense being played here early on.
Well, you know how it works. I mean, both teams will be conserving their energy at the defensive end until later on. That's typically how this thing unfolds.
Here's Doncic. Antetokounmpo making his last shot.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. I asked him how hands-on he was planning to be, and he said, not much. He told me it's fun to coach these guys to see what I can generate out of certain matchups, but that's more the exception than the rule. I think I'll be as much of a spectator as anyone. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here is Doncic, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Doncic finds Embiid, just 5 to shoot. Over Jokic. Again, the West All-Star.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
And so Morant will bring it up for the West All-Stars. Durant for 3, and the West hit again from deep.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
Mitchell against Doncic. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Energy and really taking it to the defense.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Over Tatum. Again, the West All-Star.
Yeah, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Morant. Pass to KD. Back to Morant. To the paint. And the dunk by Embiid.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
On the wing, Mitchell. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now, here's Doncic. No points in the game yet for him. The three from KD. He can't hit that time.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. Two shots coming up.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for his shot.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
On defense, the East All-Stars. They trail by one. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Davis kicks to Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Giannis. Pass to Tatum. Now the pass to Mitchell. Doncic with the steal. The fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
George is checked in for Embiid.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Here's Morant following the basket by Trae Young. In the corner, George with it. 5 to shoot. And John Morant with the three. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And the basket by Tatum.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Doncic outside. Over Mitchell. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the West leads by 2. Young Long pass to Tatum. Stolen by George. A pull-up. Again, the West All-Stars.
I'll tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and when he's in the open court running the break, that's a scary look for the defense.
Now, here is Young. He has 7. Jacks up a 3. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Young. Young's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Randall's checked in for Jokic. Leonard comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Sabonis comes in for Kevin Durant. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Doncic. Now, here is George. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Sabonis with the bucket.
How about how well Sabonis uses his size there, powering right through the contact.
The East trail by 3. Young outside. He dishes it to Tatum. Passes it to Randall. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Just an attacker is Randall. Always seems like he's being sent to the line.
The East All-Stars have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Both free throws good from Randall. And the West All-Stars have possession. And Beal kicks to Morant. Back to Beal. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Young against Morant. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. Tatum on the wing. Defended by George. Just 4 to shoot. From the stripe. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Largely because of that win. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
Beal gets a wide open look. A 3-pointer, no good. And Randall has got the ball here for the East All-Stars. They trail by 1. And Randall throws it down. You talk about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes. Outside, George, back to Morant. Some nice passing here by the West. Sabonis. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
One of the attributes Sabonis has is he's excellent at drawing fouls. I mean, even when the contact happens, he doesn't let it affect his shot.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the West All-Stars.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
Young against Morant. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Leonard. That one's not going to go. And it's the West taking it the other way. Pass to Sabonis from the arc. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Tatum. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
You got to do a lot more than that to stop Tatum. I mean, he's just too skilled and crafty and strong on these takes.
Now here's Beal. The West again cannot hit. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Tatum. Here's Young. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. And he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
And finished off by DeRozan.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Now here's Leonard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. From the corner, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the East leads by 2.
An elite scorer in today's game. Leonard is consistent at staying aggressive on the offensive end.
Randall kicks to Tatum. Launches it. And that one released in time, but no good.
Well, the quickness of Paul George on defense is something that very few players possess. I think he does a fantastic job rushing guys because of his presence.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the East. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Butler out there with Jaylen Brown. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's just Alexander in at the point guard position. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Now here's Butler. Mitchell outside. Shoots from the corner, and he hits the jump shot. Mitchell's got the lead up to 4 now for the East All-Stars.
Oh, that's a good job by Butler surveying the floor. He spots an opening and sets the shooter up for success there.
Doncic passes to Morant. Now here's Embiid. Back to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant with a wide open look. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game. And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. And the East has possession. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. A floater. It's good. And the East leads by 3.
Oh, silky smooth shot there by Gilgeous-Alexander. He knew the floater was the right move to beat the defense.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Now, here's Doncic. Oh, good on the 3. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Butler against KD.
Tell you what, one of these days, Butler might tear that rim off. He plays angry.
The West trails by 5. Doncic outside. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots the 3. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I really like the way they're spacing the floor this quarter. Their three-point percentage has really gone up.
The pass to Embiid. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Embiid is unstoppable, just too strong for the defense, no matter what they throw at him.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Davis is checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
The physicality of Embiid, unmatched really, yet he's so much fun to watch because he's agile, has skill and touch. Man, is he a joy to watch work.
And Butler gets it to go. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Durant, 11 points in the game. Morant looking around. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the chart.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Butler against Davis. A fadeaway. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Giannis, he's checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Levine's checked in.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
The free throw drops for Butler.
You got to respect how Butler tries to do it all for his squad. I mean, on both ends of the floor, he's always looking to make an impact.
Outside, Levine. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Butler against KD. 6 to shoot. The shot. Again, the West All-Star.
I tell you what, it's like Levine and how he's generating more power with his lower body now, helping the jumper to stay more on point and be more consistent.
Now, here's Butler. 7 points in the game. That one drops for him. Butler's got 9 points in the quarter.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. The three for Doncic. And the West hit again from deep.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
Boy, with that long reach of his, so easy for KD to throw it down.
The East trail by 3. Left side, Brown.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now Mitchell, following Durant's three-point attempt. Brown dishes to Butler. Connects from three-point range. Butler's got the game tied up here for the East All-Stars.
You know, when Butler is making an impact from the three-point range, it really does a lot for his game. It makes those driving lanes he likes to attack going to the hoop a little bit wider.
Now here's Levine. Clock at 6. And he drives in. Embiid wide open. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the East. Here's Antetokounmpo. He gets that one. And the East leads by 2.
You know, I think you got to push Giannis further away if you're the defender there. I mean, he's just too big of a threat inside.
Now Levine. Doncic fires from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Doncic has got a pair of triples in the second out for the West All-Stars. Here's Mitchell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Oh, a fearless play by Mitchell. Sinks his shot while being fouled, and now he'll get to the line.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the East All-Stars.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
Now here's Embiid. 7 points in the game. Levine with it. Now defended by Mitchell. And the three off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And then Mitchell with the double.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Doncic kicks to Durant. Doncic passes to Davis. Out to Doncic. Over Butler. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Durant. Timeout called. East All-Stars. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's Mitchell after the made shot from KD. Antetokounmpo kicks to Van Vliet. Passes to Butler. Pass to Mitchell. The kick outside to Butler. Over Levine. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Mitchell. Butler's got 14 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way. KD passes to Davis. Up top, Doncic. Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range. Doncic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, that's a real key for Doncic. I mean, when the three-point shot is dropping for him, his guardability goes off the charts.
Giannis, no good.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Doncic against Van Vliet. For three, Durant. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 5 here tonight. KD's gone 4 of 7 from long range, so some big numbers for him outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that it wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also changed. Oh, and slam it down!
Oh, my goodness!
Did you see that?
How did he do that?
Oh, man.
Oh!
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Beal dishes to KD. Over onto Tacumbo. KD with the bucket. KD's got 20.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Green finds Tatum. Back to Green. And the basket is good. Green's got it all tied up now for the East All-Stars.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Oh, man. Carving this defense to pieces with the drive. Well done.
And to Tacumbo inside. He's covered by Beal. And that one's good out of Tacumbo.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Levine kicks to KD. No good on the triple. And here are the East All-Stars now. Outside, George. Pass to Levine. Outside, KD. And the rejection by Giannis. And the East with some changes. Randall's checked in for Draymond Green. Leonard comes in for Antetokounmpo. Young is subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. The West All-Stars also with the sub. DeRozan's checked in. Here's KD. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, Durant is a flat-out baller, showing off his wily strength on these tough finishes. He's a thin guy, but he's a strong guy.
The East making a switch. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Leonard with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. And Durant sends it back. Outside, Beal. DeRozan passes to Valanciunas. Back to DeRozan. And stolen by Tatum. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. It's his 5th basket.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Right side, DeRozan. Money from the wing. DeRozan's got 5 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Outside, George. 1:14 left in the first half. There's the pass to Valanciunas. And the shot goes down. Valanciunas has got his first bucket of the night.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Takes a 3. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, a focal point for Tatum early on, increase the consistency from deep. And he's done that with a lot of lab work.
George, that's a 2-pointer. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the West leads by 1. Young finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Leonard with the ball. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Jason Tatum has so many different ways he can score, showing us a little solo spurt ability right there.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Last All-Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one misses.
Well, the elevated playmaking from DeRozan has been a revelation of late. An all-around threat who still feels underappreciated by many, and I think that drives him quite a bit.
Good on the second free throw. Young dishes to Leonard. Looking for Beal. He gets it there.
And fantastic at playing within himself on defense. Gilgeous-Alexander using his length well there to contest without fouling.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the East. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold-out arena. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
This has really been fun, Ernie. Appreciate you very much. I love how these teams are going at it. Nice to see such a competitive game.
This game is important to these guys. They know the world is watching, and they want to.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, Luka Doncic out there with Morant. That's Durant. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. Lobbed up there for KD. Out to Morant. Embiid in the corner. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the chink by Antetokounmpo.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. It's going to be really hard to top that one.
And one more look at that fantastic Mobile One drop.
And a nice score that came from just attacking the rim. Huge play in this hotly contested game.
Embiid kicks to Morant. For 3, Durant. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 8 now on the night. Outside Tatum. Passes it to Mitchell. From deep 3-point range. That shot off. Now the West All-Stars the other way. It's up a 3. And KD good for 3. Now it's a 4-point West All-Star lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Tatum passes to Young. Back to Tatum. And Durant sends it back.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
A nice shot by KD.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Inside. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Man, it would be kind of cool to be Giannis for just one game. He makes dunking and getting to the rim look so easy.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the West. The lead is 2. Doncic outside. Here's KD. It counts, and the foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Hard to imagine Durant not going down as one of the great scorers this league has ever seen. As a matter of fact, that's a given, folks. Dynamic, explosive, and he's consistent year in and year out.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
A step-back shot here, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Tatum finds Giannis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his third assist on the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Well, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Giannis dunks it down. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Morant with it. He's got 7. Doncic kicks to Morant. Back to Doncic. "13 feet away. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Timeout called here by the East. They're going to talk it over. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
You can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Butler, he's checked in for Tatum. The West trails by 3. Doncic outside. Butler against KD. Back to Doncic. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Doncic has got 13.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Loads it up for Giannis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Morant against Young. Morant drives in.
Called on.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so for the East All-Stars.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. They're having no problem finding shots in that area.
Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Out to Morant. Embiid trying to break loose. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 4 assists now tonight. Butler on the way. Defended by Durant. Here's Giannis. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
That's exactly why you watch the All-Star game, to see plays just like that.
Morant against Young. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's Mitchell. Young trying to break free, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Davis.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
Levine's checked in for the West. And so here are the West All-Stars. The 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And a deep 3 from Young. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Embiid with it. Butler covering. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
The drive by Mitchell. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Embiid in the corner. Doncic looking it over. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Young kicks to Antetokounmpo. Fades away. Count it. Good. And the East leads by 1.
When you can shoot the ball like Jokic can from every level, that kind of versatility makes you a hard guard. And making mid-range shots just adds to his dangerousness.
Levine against Butler. Outside for Davis. And it's off from 3-point range. And here are the East All-Stars now. Young, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Morant over Young. Morant with the bucket. 14 points for John Morant.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
Timeout.